I'm going to show you now how to use Trackzone as a subject leader. So I'm currently logged on as a Year 3 teacher, and my subject that I lead on is computing or ICT. So if we go into the report area here and we click on pupil subject reporting, you will see that because when I was inputted as a user, Trackzone was told I was a subject leader for computing, I can see all pupils in each year group and what their score is for computing. So I've only got a few pupils in for a demo purpose, but here you will see a complete list of Year 1 and Year 2 and Year 3 and so on, and their score for computing. So you can quite clearly see here that Lexi Leyland is very secure in computing, whereas there are a couple of other pupils that perhaps we need to look into in greater depth or go and speak to the school teacher. Now if I change this drop down box here to Year 1, I will just see Year 1's computing, and again for Year 2. Now if I change it to Year 3, because I'm a Year 3 teacher, I will be able to see all the data for my pupils and have access to their dashboard. But for the other years, I can only see the subject I lead on. If I led on 2 subjects, I would see both of them there. Now I can also run a report as a subject leader. So if I wanted to compare, for example, in Year 1, in computing, how the boys were doing against the girls. Now you can see there as well, as soon as I put in Year 1, because Trackzone knows I'm a Year 3 teacher, it only lets me have the option of running a report for computing. So I've done Year 1 girls computing, press filter, and there you can see it gives me 2 graphs, and I can see there quite clearly that the girls are scoring slightly higher on computing than boys. At the bottom here where it says filters, it just tells you what the report's showing. So this report's showing Year 1 boys and this report's showing Year 1 girls. And where it says pupil count here, it's telling you how many pupils data it's taking into account. Now because this is a demo and I've only got a few pupils in, I've only got 2 boys in Year 1 in the database, and therefore it's only using 2 pupils to form this graph. And similarly for the girls, I've only got 2 Year 1 girls entered into Trackzone, and therefore it's only using 2 pupils data. Now because Trackzone doesn't date stamp, you can't ask it to compare how pupils are doing in summer compared to autumn. So what you would have to do is print off these graphs or save them, and then when you come to run a report later in the school year, you would then have something to compare against. So we print by simply going up to File and Print, and you can either then print it and you can change the orientation, or you can save it as a PDF onto your computer. Let me go back home.